Alright, Pitt State Esports fans, we are here with some League of Legends, where Pitt State Gorillas are going to be on the red side for this map. They are up against Sam Houston State University on the blue side. Sam Houston going to get some targeted bans coming out here. Not sure why they're throwing out the Ambessa ban. To the best of my knowledge, no Pitt State players play that. Pitt State going to answer with Mel, Pantheon, and Jinx. Sam Houston going to take away the Rel from the jungle and support. And Shen will be taken off the table for Lendo. Ivern going to be locked in rather quickly here by Sam Houston State. Pitt State going to respond with their jungler pick here with the Nocturne that will be piloted once more by Potamus. We'll see what Pitt State opts into here. I imagine we'll see a support or AD carry pick here. It will be the Alistair coming through. Sam Houston, I imagine, will lock in their bot lane here. And it looks like Senna will be coming through for, could be a flex, either carry or support here. Let's see. Looks like that is a frequently played by their AD carry, but could be held as a flex. And with Morgana getting locked in, that will be sending Senna in the AD carry role. Looking to play a nice, safe bot lane. Drafting up a protect the carry comp here. And Caitlyn going to be the choice for Moonboy. I like Pitt State's bot lane combo here. Alistair able to hold them in place long enough for a Caitlyn trap to go down. The only problem is going to be that Morgana Black Shield will cut through or prevent a lot of that combination damage. Pitt State going to have to time their abilities very carefully. Pitt State going to look to take some mid laners off the table here. Pinch that pool for Nico. Expect Pitt State will come out here with a top lane ban, I imagine. Give Lendo some security. Although, what I would like to see them do actually is ban another mid laner and then pick their mid lane and give Lendo the counter pick, and it looks like they will. Victor going to be taken off the table here. Some great scouting there by the Pitt State team. And Mordecai's going to be taken off the table for Pitt State. I'd like to see that mid lane lock in here. It will be blind. I think an Ari would be an excellent pick. Luquin, fond of the Ari pick. Actually going to be the Azir getting locked in here. See what Sam Houston responds with. And Ezreal, surprise pick here. Could mean that is going to be a Morgana mid or top, with Senna flexing down to support and Ezreal 80 carry. Ezreal could also be the response to the Azir in the mid lane. We'll have to see. Sion going to be locked in that top lane. I would expect Pitt State will likely pick up the Yorick here. Yorick is pretty strong into that Sion. Shen taken off the table. They could also opt into the Ornn here. Actually going to be the Set. Set is an excellent counter there to the Sion. Should have a very dominant top lane here. And there we have it. Pitt State now going to get the rest of their roster lined up here in the pregame lobby. Looking back at this draft here, Pitt State strengths are going to be the pick potential. Comboing an Alistair and Nocturne and Azir engage. Caitlyn can poke down from afar. Azir also has a bit of poke. Pitt State drafting somewhat of a conflicting composition here. Half their team wants to poke, half their team wants to dive in. Going to end up being a bit skirmishy. Let's see. And then Sam Houston, on the other hand, going to be drafting up a Protect the Carry comp. Sion going to be able to soak up a lot of damage in these mid-game fights. Ivern, the combined shielding of Ivern, Senna, and Morgana going to keep that Ezreal alive. And we are going to see these picks get locked in here once again. We will see where Sam Houston is sending their intriguing composition once we get through these bands here. Just a moment.
My countermeasures are ready, even if you are not. Weak.
Flee, and the spear will find your back.
So I go.
Ah, come on. What's the worst that could happen?
And it looks like it will be the Morgana going in the mid lane. which should lock in Ezreal as the AD carry and Senna on support.
Okay, see if I care.
Sam Houston looking to just deny that mid lane, stall it out, and prevent the Azir from being able to roam.
The world is angry.
And there we have it. These are the final positions for these players. Cloud going to be taking Sion in the top lane. Devon will be Ivern in the jungle. Nico going to take the Morgana in the mid lane. Den will pilot the Ezreal as AD carry. And Lost will pull up as Senna in support. On the Pit State side, we have Rook in the top lane. On set, Potamus will be piloting the Nocturne in the jungle. Luquin, as always, in the mid lane with Azir. Moonboy on Caitlyn, and Lilac running support on Alistair. We'll see how these rosters pilot the compositions they have drafted for themselves. We'll be right back here in 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Or I guess 3 minutes for the spectator delay.
Summoner's Rift.
We're getting into a game here. Sam Houston going to cover that bot lane bush. Pitt State just looking to ward up.
30 seconds until minions
lag.
spawn.
We will never speak of this again.
Going to drop a ward here. Will spot out Lost. Gets a little bit of information there. And Potamus looking to get a ward down. And a Moon Boy going to cancel Lost's
Minions
back.
spawned.
Critically, Lost is now going to be forced to stay in lane at low HP. Lendo now going in on Cloud. Just going to zone him off. Forces a Scion to take the slow route around, but he should get there plenty of time yet. Say bot lane. The sustain from that Senna coming through. And Sam Houston going to get the level 2 advantage here. Lost going to force the Pitt State players back. Pitt State now going to hit level 2 a little bit delayed. Pushing in on the Scion. Slight experience lead. And we see both junglers now pathing down. Ivern, though, has completed his full clear. And Alistair going to get rooted up here. Going to be forced to flash. Now, Pitt State jungler shows up. However, Morgana has the roam. Pitt State going to have to back off. Root coming through. And almost a third root there. Well played by Pitt to stay alive, but Nico wants a bit more. Nico forcing the flash out of Potamus. However, losing a lot in that mid lane. I don't know that that was worth it. Nico now going to be down. Let's see. 10 CS in the mid lane off that roam. Lendo really punishing this counter pick in the top lane. Ivern, though, to the rescue. Lendo spots him out on the ward, will back off. Scion still going to be forced to reset here, though. Teleport going to be coming through. Lendo should be able to reset. Pana's going to drop a ward on that enemy buff. going to go in. Moonboy not able to follow up, though. Small advantages building up here for Pitt State. Lendo going to be down in experience here, or should be caught back up once it gets this wave cleared away, though. Quinn up a level in the mid lane. Lilac caught out. Has no AD carry to support. Den flashing forward, going for the kill. Will get the first blood. Will not get traded back. A barrier being brought out here. And that will be Sam Houston getting the double. With the jungler down, this will be the first dragon of the game going over to Sam Houston. Both sums, though, taken from the Sam Houston bot lane, as is the heal. And Bottomless going to try to get in there to steal the dragon. Ends up giving up the first feat of Warfare. And does not get the secure on the dragon. Not sure that that play was worthwhile. Luquin flashing forward onto the Morgana. Spell Shield coming out, though, going to block the ultimate entirely. What should have been a kill ends up being turned around. And Lendo now going to be trapped up here. And flashes to his death. And the tables have very quickly turned here for Sam Houston. Void Grub's gonna spawn. We have the support and jungle already in position. Pitt State has no vision. Control ward going down. Pitt State now knows what's going on. They have 3 in the area. However, they are at a level disadvantage. And the 4th comes down. Bottom is going to be taken out of the fight before it even really begins. Lando now under pressure here in the top lane. 3 members pushing forward. Gets a little greedy for the Ivern, but not able to take him down. Pitt State in a tricky position now. Down almost 3K gold. Much of that going on to the top and jungle. 23 CS lead there for the Ivern. And here's the dive. Bit of a miscommunication. Play is triggered early. Pitt State has a nice look, but not able to make it happen. Lilac almost taken out by the Shrew Shot Barrage. And Potamus going aggressive here. Could be caught out by... and will be taken down. Lendo gonna get caught up the same way twice here. Lilac finally going to take over to that level 5. Moonboy does have the level lead over Den. And Pitt State going to have to just play around their 80 carry here. Lilac not realizing he was spotted out by that minion. Let's see. 1K gold lead in the jungle. 1.5K gold lead in the top lane. 300 gold lead in the mid lane. 400. Pitt State 80 carry though, staying even. And Luquin going to be rooted up here for a long time. In this CC chain that Sam Houston has drafted for themselves, really just absolutely oppressive. Pitt State not able to deal with it. Lilac going in on the enemy support. Lendo now down a level. Just going to get rooted up. Pitt State not really able to contest this dragon here. Just going to fall back. Going to give this one up. Lilac forced to flash. Ultimate coming out will secure the kill. However, Scion might be able to get the return. No, gonna be feared away. We'll pick up a couple of CS on his way down. Some dodge there from Luquin. Gold staying even in that bot lane. Moonboy going to be Pitt State's best win condition now. Luquin not too far behind though. Carol's going to be up in 1 minute. Some things coming out. State thinking about going in here. Lilac still has yet to hit level 6, spending a little bit too much time on these roams. Moonboy going in on Den. Den forced to flash. Lilac finally hitting level 6 as we hit the 15-minute mark. And Sam Houston going to get this Rift Herald started immediately. Autonomous wants to contest, but Pitt State is not in a position to do so. Going to be forced to just fall back off this one. Going to get rooted up. CC chain is just brutal. Held in place for 4 seconds. between just those two champions. Here's Bottomless diving in. Gonna get rooted up himself now for almost 3 seconds. Did not realize he was sitting on a ward there. Lilac now could be caught out here. Ivern has the root, not gonna throw it out. Lilac will now be forced to reset. Lilac never actually got that reset off. Pitt State could be looking to dive. Lilac not going to get the wombo combo he was looking for, though. That should signal the end of the play here. Pitt State going to try to force it. Ultimate coming out would have been the kill. Nocturne dodges just barely. Pitt State just going to have to walk away from this one now. Lendo now caught up in experience with that one item. Finally able to trade back on this Scion. And Pitt State seems to have stemmed the bleeding here just a little bit. Ocean Drag is available. Pitt State is in position to contest. Sam Houston going to get it started up. Pitt State knows they're on it. Scion, though, roaming down. Pitt State might have to just give this one up. And that will put Sam Houston on sole point. LeQuinn going to face check into the... Lilac going to interrupt the Lost's recall, but to what end? He has nobody to follow up. And now Moon Boy will get rooted up. Could be taken down here. Has Flash available, will be forced to use it. And will be able to walk away now. Bottomless stepping up to draw their attention. Ultimate going out from Senna. Pitt State going to lose one to the tower dive. Morgana now teleporting back to the mid lane turret. But it will still be taken down. Ultimate coming out. LeQuinn going to dash away. Also avoiding the root. Flashes forward once again, but Magic Shield coming out. This Morgana really effective at shutting down this Azir. Set now coming down, going to get rooted up. And this could be the first one for Moon Boy. And Pitt State going to have 3 taken off the map. Otacon has spawned in the bot lane. Gold lead starting to get a little out of hand here for Pitt State. Going to have to slow this game down. I think in the end game, well, I start to say that, but Sam Houston has some infinite scaling with the Senna and the Scion, so if the game goes terribly long, it will be pretty much a guaranteed victory. Pitt State does have a strong point, though. If we can just get some coordination here, fight around the Caitlyn, keep the Caitlyn alive, then we have a shot in the 4v4 with Lendo pushing in the side lane.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Really exerting a stranglehold here. Bottomus going to be caught out trying to get a flank, but will not get the angle he was looking for. Gets spotted out on a ward. Teleport comes in. Now, Pitt State diving in. Goes for the steal, doesn't get it. Nice follow-up fight. Pitt State not going to be able to make anything happen, though. This will be a clean fight taken here by Sam Houston. Get 4 members taken off the board and will secure the Atacon. And at this point, if you're Pitt State, you just have to think, like, what can we do to slow this game down? They tried to take a decent fight there. Were able to get some solid punches landed, but nothing able to stick. Pitt State jungle down 3 levels. The mid lane now down 2 levels. AD carry down 1 level, and the support down 2 levels. Becomes very difficult for Pitt State to maneuver back into this game. And Sion going to use the ult to get away there, and here is Soul Dragon getting picked up by Sam Houston. Pitt State not able to contest. Lilac walks up to try and just gets taken down, almost eliminated. If that root had landed, he probably would have been dead. But Lilac stepping up once again. Pitt State getting invaded now on that blue side jungle. Potamus going to get caught out. Will get rooted up, knocked up, and then taken down by the Morgana. Now the fight rotates over to the mid lane. And all members of Pitt State are taken very low. Pitt State just getting pressured off of everything. Sam Houston has played a very controlled game of League of Legends here. Sion gonna be taken down here. Tries to pressure to get that turret. Well, actually, he might be able to walk out. No, will. And no. Here's where that shielding comes in. Sion going to live that dive. And if you're Pitt State, you just have to feel like there's nothing you can do at this point. Sion just makes his way over to mid lane from the top lane. Gets the healing and the shielding from the Morgana, from the Senna, from the Ivern. Keeps him alive through that engage. Now he's back up to half health. And we have just one member here. This will be game number 1 going over to Sam Houston in a dominant fashion. Rough first game for the Gorillas. Looking at some of these stats here, very even damage across the board there from the Sam Houston team. Pitt State Lendo, only one able to really keep up, using that Scion as a punching bag. Come to look at some of the advanced details here. We see across the board this Sam Houston damage chart is just very consistent. And also going to end up winning that Vision War thanks to the efforts of their Ivern jungle. Sam Houston played a great game in that first one, really utilizing the strengths of their comp, playing just to get some of these picks up with the Senna route, with the Morgana route. The Ivern rotations were very solid. Ivern coming up clutch, I think, will probably be given the player of the game for this one. Solid rotations, was in the right place at the right time. Never let the brakes off, never let PSU recover. Just kept getting around the map, was able to secure a pretty substantial CS lead. Almost 50 minion lead over his counterpart there on Pitt State's roster. If Pitt State is going to turn things around in the next games to come, they're going to have to shake things up here. They'll have to play to their own strengths. I think Pitt State drafted a comp that kind of played against itself. They wanted to accomplish different things. I'd like to see a more cohesive comp. I think probably a dive or pick comp coming out from Pitt State. But really just dedicate their efforts to one particular facet. And other than that, we just can't be getting caught out quite as much as we have been. Tending to overextend for plays, going in when we have no business, and our roam timings need a bit of work. But that'll be all for Pitt State League of Legends today. We will be back, though, at 7:30 with some Overwatch 2. Stick around, and we'll see you back at 7:30.